Hello friends, what's up? Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm sharing with you part of the series I started a few years ago, $1 meals. We have to go shopping. I haven't shopped yet for this meal, so let's first go to the grocery store and then come home and get some cooking done. Do me the biggest favor ever. Pause, give this video a huge thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed because I have another $1 meals idea recipe video coming to you next week and you don't want to miss it. I'm going to sprinkle them in all throughout the summer. I'm also going to use different techniques of cooking, whether it's on the grill, inside, no cooking. I have so many meals planned out for this $1 meal series, so you're not going to want to miss any of the meals that I share this summer. So make sure you're subscribed, and now we can go to the grocery store. Let's go. Just got to the store and I wanted to add something really quickly that I forgot to say at the house. I love to shop for a meal just for one meal. I think it's a great way to really hone in on your budget. If you're someone who's trying to be really strict with your budget or you don't have a lot of money to stretch, shopping for one meal at a time can be super helpful. That's why I like to do these types of videos, because it can show you what you need to buy for that meal and then you can just enjoy it. Yes, it is like less convenient when you think about it because you're shopping more often, but I feel like in the US we are the only country who like shops for like a week of groceries at a time. Everyone else I know who lives in another country who's like does anything with their groceries, they shop per meal or per day. And personally, I just love it, especially if you're someone who's on a really tight budget. But let's go into the store. I'll take you with me as we go shopping. I want to add there's no wrong way to grocery shop, whether you like to buy for a month at a time, a week at a time, a meal at a time. There's no wrong way to do it. But I do find that buying per day, per meal, or really sticking to a strict budget helps stretch your dollar so much further. I've been making budget videos for over 4 years. I have a lot of tips I could share. But if you want like a specific tips video, let me know. One thing I always do is I always shop the store brands. Here I was looking to see what the real difference was between like the vegetarian refried beans and the fat-free ones. I always eat the say that 5 times fat-free ones, but I was just looking at the difference. Also, this is a stock up item. Look how cheap it was. 83 cents compared to $1.39. It was on closeout, so probably they're changing the packaging before they put the new ones on the shelf. I also wanted to share with you really quickly. So tortillas are all over the place, whether they're on sale or not. These were $1.89 for flour, and I know they're like these zero carb ones or whatever. These were $2.29 or $2.39 for 18. So I went ahead and went with these smaller ones just because they looked more appealing to me. But something I do when I'm at the store, and especially when I'm trying to stick to the smallest budget, is I will spend a little bit of time looking at all the items. The pasta aisle is like one of the most overwhelming aisles in the store. You can get whole wheat pasta right now at our store for the same price as regular pasta. Also, I want to point out that gluten-free pasta in the Kroger brand was only $1.99. I say this later on in the video, but I don't have to eat gluten-free right now. And I was looking for bow tie pasta. Let me know if you're like me and sometimes you just want a specific shape of pasta. Couldn't find it, so I grabbed my second favorite, elbow macaroni. I don't really like whole wheat pasta. I like the pasta that has like the banza pasta, the chickpea pasta, stuff like that, but I don't really care for whole wheat. Chickpeas, 89 cents, such a good deal. Man, I remember a couple years ago when they were 59 cents. Always a cheaper option is to get them dry and cook them yourself. But oftentimes when I'm making these types of recipe videos, I like to use the most convenient option, thinking that you guys don't have the most time on your hands, but you want to save the most money. I was going to say, if you don't see me one week, just assume I had our baby. But I think I'm going to keep you on your toes and maybe film ahead like I did for our transfer. But if you perhaps don't see me for a little while, it's because I hit that stride post-baby where I just needed a little bit of a break. But I'm gonna try not to do that to you guys and leave you hanging. But let me share with you what I shopped for this meal for. You saw what I shopped for kind of the next meal too. That meal will be out Tuesday. So in, what, 2 days? Like in a couple days. So make sure you check back for that recipe because you're not gonna wanna miss it. It's perfect for make ahead, it's perfect for summer. I'm actually gonna throw it in my freezer, which is kind of funny because I said I wasn't gonna do that, but I actually am because, you know, your girl's gotta plan a little bit. So let me share with you what we're making for this meal and then let's get started. This meal is just 4 ingredients and I'm making this for my lunches this week. And I'm keeping it real simple because I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, and I like simple. So let's start out with prices. 89 cents for the beans, 99 cents for the pepper, $1.25 for the elbow macaroni. I was looking for bow tie because that's what I wanted. Does anybody just like want a specific shape of pasta sometimes? Because that's me. I don't like whole wheat pasta, so it was the same price. You could definitely flip it out if you prefer that. I don't have to eat gluten-free right now. I get this question a lot. Being pregnant, I've had a lot of reprieve from gluten intolerance. It is very common with pregnancy, so I'm just going with it. Post-pregnancy, we'll see if my body has changed or not. I was never celiac. I just had a issue with gluten, and I think it arose from just eating a really high carb diet, and cutting back a lot on carbs probably really helped. So then I'm also going to add half of a block of cream cheese, which is 73 cents. Oh, just a minute. I have one more ingredient. Hang on. Something I didn't shop for, but I am going to include is a half a cup of this Frank's Red Hot wing sauce. So we are making a really delicious pasta dish here. I don't know, like a spicy buffalo. This is our protein sources. It's gonna be really good. Also, don't forget, pasta does also have protein in it too. The total for this is right at $4 exactly. If I count the sauce, if I don't count the sauce, then it's a little less. So we are coming to $1 per meal, and these are gonna be big meals. I'm dividing this box of pasta into 4, so big servings. You could divide it however you want to. This would definitely make at least 6 servings if you want to do a little smaller, but since this is my lunch, we're gonna do it as 4 servings, so exactly $1 per serving, which I think is a huge win. The really great part about this meal is we don't have a lot to do. We basically just have to cook the pasta, and that's it, which doesn't take up a lot of time. 7 minutes, 3 minutes to boil, 7 minutes to cook. And then we have to do a little bit of cutting and chopping, open a can of beans, throw in some sauce. So I actually think this is a really great summer meal because you can make it ahead. It tastes really good when it's cold. We're not cooking the pepper. You could definitely cook it if you wanted to. You could roast it, or you could grill it, whatever. But just having the stovetop on and making a quick pasta, I'm gonna eat it cold this week. Perfect summer meal. If you don't like peppers, you could add any kind of other vegetable to this dish. It's just what I am really loving right now. If you don't eat vegetarian like I do, you can do a plant-based cream cheese. You can omit this altogether. You can instead do like an almond milk, an unsweetened almond milk, instead to give it like the creaminess. Totally up to you. Just a reminder, these meals are not meant to be like the only thing you have to make. It's just for ideas. I just like sharing what we eat, what works for us, to give you guys ideas. Come back Tuesday and see how I'm using this other half of the block of cream cheese. Yes, I did just cut it in half with a knife. How many of you just cringed when I did that? I laugh at the comments sometimes. I'd love to hear from you down below. Has summer officially started for you all? If you have children, are they out of school? I know Memorial Day is technically tomorrow, so some people get out before, some people get out after. What are your fun summer plans? I said this in my last video, I think, but we're having a baby very soon, so that's our fun summer plans. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how old this can opener is. If you get the answer correct, I will put you into a drawing, and then I'll pick one of you as a winner, and I'll send you 5 different ebooks that I have, so you'll win 5 ebooks. But if you comment down below, get the right answer, I'll put you into the giveaway. Just something fun. And if you already have my ebooks, you know, you can still comment, that's fine. But most of you should know how old this can opener is. We got it as a wedding gift. That is your tip. So if you know how long me and my husband have been married, then this should be really easy for you. If not, you're gonna probably really have to search it out. It's not how old the actual can opener is. Like, it was probably made in the 60s for all I know. But how long have I had it? Because I say this often on my channel. I drop it every couple of months and let you all know. So if you get the answer correct, you're gonna go into that giveaway. I went ahead and drained my noodles, but I did leave a little bit of the cooking water in there because it'll make the cream cheese like mix in really nicely. And now we just add everything. Add the beans, add the peppers, add the sauce, which, by the way, I'm using just shy of 1/3 of a cup. Cream cheese. I just thought of this. You could also use yogurt, like plain yogurt, if you want to do that instead of cream cheese. Ooh, who is she? So beautiful. Hello, Food Network. Just kidding. We're just gonna mix this all up and then that's it. I'm not adding any additional seasonings because the buffalo sauce will give it all the seasoning it really needs. You can add garlic, you can add salt, you can add anything you like. I think it'd actually be really good with a little bit of onion, but I'm not really into onion at the moment, so I just didn't put it in there, but red onion I feel like would be really good with this. If you're new here, who would I be if my pot wasn't all the way filled up? It's one of my favorite things about cooking. I like to really push my pots to see how much they can hold. Okay, there she is. I'm just gonna let this sit and cool for a little bit before I pack it into just a giant container and put it in the refrigerator. And like I said, this will be 4 lunches for the week. It smells so good. The cream cheese gives it a nice creaminess. The buffalo sauce gives it enough nice spiciness. And then you have some vegetables and some protein in there as well. So I feel like it's really good. I'll probably have this with a salad this week because I'm still really into salads. Quick, easy, make ahead. If you are gonna use gluten-free pasta, one tip I will give you is cook it for about 2 minutes less than the package says. So when you put it in the refrigerator, it doesn't get all mealy. It'll reheat better. If you reheat it, it'll also taste better. So just consider that if you're making a gluten-free pasta, and then rinse it really well to stop the cooking, because you can make this with gluten-free and put it in the refrigerator. So there we go. There is our, if you divide it into 4, $1 meal for this week. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Check back Tuesday because like I said, I have another $1 meal idea to give to you guys that is a freezer meal. You don't have to make it a freezer meal. I'm making it a freezer meal. It's great to have those on hand, I guess. My freezer is getting low since we have been eating a lot of them in the last few months. It's great if you need a quick option that is already ready to go. Anyways, I'll see you Tuesday. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss that video, and have a great day. Bye.